Premier Heating and Air has rebates on new units starting at $1,000. Indoor air quality products are free with the purchase of a new unit, and all types of financing are available for new units and for repairs. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company. Log on to dublin.premierishere.com or call 478-300-2633. And for a limited time only, enjoy a one-time exclusive offer for new customers with our dispatch fee waived on your next repair. So call or log on today. Premier is here.
Home. It's where we do the things we love with the people we love. Celebrating, sharing, living. So why should aging mean we have to leave that in the past? What if we lived tomorrow in the same place as we did yesterday? What if we stayed home instead? With help, we can. Home instead for a better what's next.
Hey, it's a great day for business in Dublin, Lawrence County, and I'm here today with two of my great friends with Home Instead. I've got Amanda and Austin with me. We've got some great news, some great things happening with Home Instead. We're going to talk about that a little bit and just the state of home health and what you guys do, not only here in Lawrence County, but even in this region. But I'd like for you guys to start out and tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do with Home Instead.
My name's Austin Frost. I have been with Home Instead now for 4 years, February. We do have some exciting things going on. About the time that I came in, Home Instead was bought out by a company called Honor. So now we are Home Instead Honor, which is now going through a rebrand now in 2025. You see our different color schemes that we have, things of that nature. I am the general manager for my dad, Billy Frost, which is the franchise owner. He has owned the franchise now for 20 years this February. We have a great team that makes my job very easy, and Amanda's part of that. She's our client care coordinator, and I'm going to let her introduce herself now.
Yeah. I'm Amanda Wordelman. I am the client care coordinator at Home Instead. I've been with Home Instead now for about 3 years. I started out as the training coordinator. I have a long history in personal care, bedside care, emergency medicine, as well as overall training. I also train CPR and first aid, but I love client care. I get the opportunity to go out and meet with people who are in need or see a need within their home, family members, and we get to know them on a personal level so we can personalize care for them in their home, to keep them at home instead of in a facility or somewhere else. Yeah,
and I think that's more and more important today, probably more so than ever, that people want their loved ones to be able to stay at home and have care. Let me make sure, Amanda, client care coordinator, so you actually go out and meet with a potential client, and then you search through your team of employees, and tell me a little bit about that group and how many of those folks that you guys have, and then you try to match them with the person, or how does that work?
I go out and I meet with the family. I meet with the person. I get to know them, their life, what they did as they raised their family and the things that they did and their professions and things. I get to know them. I bring that information back to our wizard, which is also our scheduling coordinator, and she kind of plays our Chuck Woolery, Ashley. She's our scheduling coordinator. We all have a very close relationship with our caregivers, so we know them on a personal level, and we try to match those characteristics and those interests. So it's more of a companionship and a bond and a friendship more than just an employee coming into your home.
Awesome. And Austin, tell me, you guys, I know you continue to grow just continually. Talk to me a little bit about the makeup of the Home Instead team. How many folks do you have now? Just, I guess, your whole staff, because you guys are not just here, but you're also, I believe, in Statesboro as well.
We do not have an acting office in Statesboro. We do not have any employees in Statesboro that work in that office. We manage everything right now. That's part of this rebrand, part of the growth model that we have now set for Home Instead in Dublin. We are going to be adding 2 people to our office in Statesboro to make that a functioning running office.
Okay.
Office in Dublin, Amanda being care coordinator, Ashley Clack is the scheduler. We have a marketer, Jessica White. She does our marketing for us. She's been with us for about 8 months. Ashley, going back to Ashley, Ashley's been with us for about as long as I've been there. I think it's 3.5 years, almost 4.
Overall total for caregivers, we're at I think 105 as of
That's right.
last
Okay.
week.
Yep, 105 caregivers, still with staff. You have Sierra. Sierra works at our front desk. When you walk in the door, that's who you're going to see.
Okay.
And she's normally bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. She's always in a good mood, fun to have up there. People enjoy getting to see her. And then we have a new lead caregiver now that has taken place in our office. Her name is
Crystal Brown.
Crystal Brown. That's right.
Okay,
As well
so you said over 100 caregivers.
Yes,
So
yes.
I'm just going to make an assumption here, but I want you guys to elaborate a little bit on this. Talk to me about what care looks like. Can people get 4 hours a day, 8 hours a day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? What does care look like?
Exactly what you said. It can go from 4 hours a day where you're just needing someone to come in, help around the house, help you to get ready for the morning and get you started. Because a lot of people don't necessarily need hands-on total care, and they don't realize that an extra set of hands around the house, somebody to help with the dusting, the mopping, the sweeping, getting breakfast going. A lot of the times we lose our breath when we stand up and we're working at the stove, and a lot of our clients do. And that's what happens, is they just need that little bit of help, not a whole somebody to come over and take over your home. That's not what we're here for. We're here to offer help and support to keep you independent, to keep you happy and healthy.
That doesn't take away from the total care side or the transitional side.
Absolutely.
We help with both of those. Your total care, if it's bathing, needing to be fully bathed, a bed bath, if they're in a hospital bed, come home from the hospital, been in swing bed, and they come home and not functional like they think they're going to be when they come home, we still assist with that as well.
Okay.
We just cannot do anything on the medical side. Insulin, literally handing medicine, things like that. If it's medical, we can't do it. There's so many things that we can. I hate the word non-skilled for what we do, but we are a non-skilled home care business. With it being the fact that we can be hands-on, but we cannot do anything medical.
Right. So you're not physical therapy, you're not doing those
No.
types of things, you're not actually giving somebody an injection. You can remind them,
Absolutely.
hey, it's time for your
Absolutely.
medication.
And that
or-
physical therapy, that plan that's in play, we, as our caregivers, they can help to continue to remind those and encourage those exercises.
But we also assist with that.
Yeah.
So a way of saying we don't do that, we assist with it. You can have us and you can have home health. You can have us and you can have hospice. And when I say us, Homestead, you cannot have hospice and home health at the same time because they're both billing Medicare. And that's another thing to get back to from when you're asking kind of what it looks like. We're private pay. So with private pay, Medicare is not going to cover what we do, and we're not a Medicaid provider. But a long-term care policy, VA, if you have those benefits, you can qualify for us to take care of
That's
you
one
as
of the
well.
things that we're working towards right now, is pushing that in the community. A lot of our veterans have no idea that they are allowed and eligible for that home care. So it doesn't matter what your insurance is. If you're a veteran, that is something you can speak with your family or your PCP to be able to get that in play for you.
That's fantastic. Hey, I hope you're learning as much as I am about home health and the importance of home health care. We're going to take a really quick commercial break and then we'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Michael Reese, and I've lost 427 pounds. I was 777, miserable, didn't want to do nothing, couldn't hardly walk. I was embarrassed about my weight. I have went from being pretty much sitting in a car or in a bed to able to get up and go do and run and do everything I need to do that I had other folks doing for me. I've been big all my life, and I tried to lose weight. I would do diets, wouldn't work. I would cut back on what I ate, wouldn't work. Do exercise, wouldn't work. And honestly, what made me so self-conscious about my weight was I was talked to so many doctors, and they was like, oh, you're just eating too much. Oh, you're just, you're sorry, you're this, you're that. They never wanted to truly, unlike Fairview and their staff, Blaney and their staff, they didn't want to help you understand what's going on. Oh, now is so much better. No, got pain, but nothing like it was. Able to move more, do more, go places, do things I hadn't been able to do since I was in high school. For years, I've had lymphedema, swelling in my legs, painful, hurt, didn't want to go nowhere. Had to more or less wear my clothes around my legs because They was swollen to the point that I couldn't wear the actual size I needed. They was swollen beyond belief, tight, couldn't hardly walk, it hurt, you know, had to wear pretty much a pair of jogging pants to be able to feel comfortable. And going from that to what I am now, you know, I can wear regular clothes, not have to worry about it. They helped me find all the resources I needed to better suit my situation and get my legs back down to where they need to be. Definitely was a life changer. You know, I've been trying to figure out how I was going to get this taken care of for years. To be honest with you, I tell folks every day, the only regret I have is not doing it sooner. That's the only regret I got. I don't got any regrets meeting any of the office staff. I don't got regrets doing the surgery. To be honest with you, I wish I would have done it sooner. And because the quality of life I see now, I wish I would have seen years ago. I wouldn't go anywhere else. To be honest with you, it's, you know, the staff here is just wonderful. They help out, and they always there to help where they can and how they can.
All right, welcome back. Hey, Austin, man, thank you guys for being here with us today. Let's talk a little bit about, this is mom or dad probably in most circumstances or situations. Could be a brother or sister, sibling, whatever. But you guys are coming into these folks' homes. Mm-hmm. How do they know that these are trusting, reliable people that Amanda's sending into the home?
So we do drug screens, extensive background checks all the way to driving histories. They have too many speeding tickets. We cannot hire them to go to work for home instead. And that's state regulated. We would be the same way the state comes and sees us once a year, of course, like everybody else with health care that does what they do.
So a safe driving record is important because they may
It's
take
very
somebody to the
important.
grocery store
Absolutely.
or something.
Doctor's appointment,
Hair
grocery store,
appointment.
dog parks. A lot of our little ladies like to go play bridge.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So yes, anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
I was just going to say, a lot of the times as people age, as our clients age, that's one of the first things that they lose is their independence, and they sometimes have to take away their keys. But that's where we get to come in and have fun and take them back and get them out. We've got a client actually in the Sylvania area, and he's got a 69 Charger. And his kids actually had to disconnect the battery from it because he loved to get in the car and go. Our caregiver takes him for rides in that. And they just get in the car, they gas up, and they go for the day. And that is something that we're able to do with him.
Another question comes to mind, and I think I would know the answer, but let's just say you guys were taking care of my mom, and my mom says, well, you know, I know Amanda came out and met with me, and she sent this person to the house, but I just don't know if this person is my person to get along with. Do you switch that? How does that process? What does that look like?
During the process of the interview and the assessment, that is the first thing and the most important thing. Our goal is to come in to act as a second set of hands and to be there to aid and assist. It is never a time that we come in and take over anything. I want you to be 100% comfortable with the person that's coming into your home. And if at any point in time you are not, I want to know. And I'll be out there often, sometimes 2 and 3 times out of the month to make sure that everything's going smoothly. And if at any time there's not a good connection, not a good bond, you let us know immediately and we will get that person replaced. And it is nothing personal. And we never make it personal. Our personalization is in our care. It is nowhere near in getting offended or upset about anything. So our goal is to make sure that people are happy. And our caregivers know that. They know that. There's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows every time. But we do absolutely everything we can to make sure that it is the best it can be.
Fantastic. And I know you guys attend conferences, whether they're regionally or even nationally, to stay up to date on the current trends and happenings. And I hear sometimes that, you know, technology, everywhere you go, technology.
Oh, yeah.
How is technology impacting what you guys do, or is it?
It's actually a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. A lot of our caregivers have the ability to go in to help the transition of teaching our clients how to use the smartphone that their kids bought for them or the iPad to be able to FaceTime with their grandkids from states away. So that has been something that we have fun with. Along with a lot of our documentation, a lot of our caregivers, or all of our caregivers, we're all on technology as well as far as clocking in and clocking out. All of our documentation is done safely, securely encrypted technology. So we find a way to kind of bring it all together. It's hard sometimes when you have a 99-year-old client who has a hard time seeing and hearing, but being able to help transition with that is something that our caregivers really enjoy.
And to hit on a little bit about what she's talking about with technology on the other side, for more of the part that I deal with, from the hiring the caregiver or from a client calling in and either praising what we do or having a problem. Of course, like you said, no, it's not always sunshine and rainbows. If you are a client of ours and you are, or a potential client of ours, somebody looking for services, you will never deal with AI. Okay, you would never talk to somebody on our side unless it's from home office, I would guess. But you would, if you call our office number, there's an answering service 24/7. That answering service is one of us 24/7 every day. If you are a caregiver now and you are applying to work with us and you go online and you fill out the application, you will deal a little bit with AI. It handles a little bit of the first questionnaire parts to take a little bit off of Emily with what she does with us. But client-wise, you will never deal with AI. You will always talk to somebody.
Right. That's kind of what I was getting at too, to make sure, because that is so important to people. Everybody, you faced it. You had a problem with your cell phone. You've had a problem with a bill or something that was being billed to you. And geez, it's so aggravating to, push this button, and then you get a person that you may or may not understand them or they don't understand you. Absolutely. So you guys are local, you're here, you're in the community, involved, invested in the community. People see you out in the grocery stores, but more importantly, even if they call, they're going to get a person.
Always.
So on those lines as well, and I'm saving because I want to keep our viewers with us to talk about some of the even more exciting things that you guys have upcoming. But I want to back up to what I was just stating. Home Instead has been here, I think 20 years, you said, with Billy Frost, and you guys do a wonderful job of giving back in the community, serving on different nonprofits and investing and going into, tell us about it instead of me trying to talk about it. Tell me some of the things that you guys participate in and some of the programs even that you do for seniors.
So Alzheimer's is a big one.
Okay.
All right. We that's what we specialize in, is Alzheimer's and dementia. We do Be a Santa to a Senior every Christmas. We usually pick 2 or 3 nursing homes with either from Dublin to Eastman, Cochran, wherever somebody, if we call and say, would y'all like for us to participate in this with y'all? How many seniors do you have? What can we do for you to help you? I am part of, with Home Instead, part of the Exchange Club. So you get to work at the pancake supper and have a good time with that throughout the year. And then also me, for some of the stuff I do and some of the stuff that now that I have Billy involved in now is Hunt for the Cure. Kids with cancer, and we take them hunting and fishing. So away from some of all being seniors, we help all scopes, from seniors all the way down to 3, 4, 5-year-olds.
I think that's fantastic. And again, the fact that you guys are here in the community. I know I've been with you and your dad both when a client has called before and had whether it be a concern or just a question, but you guys, will actually go out to the client's house yourself and for being owners and going out and taking that attention and caring about your folks. But you guys you're born here, lived here, and so you're invested in the community. So tell me a little bit about, however much you can, about what might be in store for the future for Home Instead.
We're always growing. We're always growing, definitely.
Can we say maybe expansion here locally and investment here? Is that fair to say?
That's fair to say.
And stay tuned for some more exciting news for that,
Definitely.
which maybe then would even, like you mentioned, even regionally, all the way to Statesboro. So maybe more employment and things such as that.
We are expanding. We are trying to make it where some of the caregivers that we hire have a better office to come to. A better family function. I'm not saying we perfected the family function. You never perfect it, but our goal is perfection. We want to perfect the family bond that we want from a caregiver to a client. We want the same thing from the caregiver to the office.
Well, and let me ask you, because I think this is important too today. They say a lot of folks, they don't quit their job, they quit their boss.
That's right.
I stop by often and I see lunch. You guys are doing something. One day I came in, you were all dressed. I forgot what that occasion was, but Talk about the family atmosphere at your workplace there.
We celebrate everything. We're all about the avocation and the celebration of everyone, whether it's their success or encouraging them to be more successful. And that's where our goal is. We celebrate birthdays for both clients and caregivers. Of course, we want to celebrate them on their special day. We celebrate every holiday, maybe a little bit too much, but we encourage, Billy always has had an open door policy since I met him, and that's our goal, is to be just the same. We want them to know, because being a caregiver working in someone's home can sometimes feel isolated if you're just you and your client. So we want to make sure that they have that support all the time, going out and visiting with clients and caregivers and encouraging them to come in and letting them know that when they're in a difficult situation, that we see them and they are heard, and we're there to support them at all times.
That's fantastic. And again, caring for the people that are building your business and helping you, you got to take care of them so that you can have a business. So very important. Hey, we need to take one more commercial break and we'll come back and wrap things up.
I'm Brian Bazemore, President and CEO of Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County. We would like to invite you to come by and experience a welcoming banking environment. Come by today and have a cup of coffee and let us talk with you about our many products: savings accounts, checking accounts, CDs, and our many loans. You're more than just a number to us, you're family. Come by today. Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Mid-State Pools and Spas is Middle Georgia's most trusted pool builder. Whether it's in-ground or above, you can count on Mid-State Pools and Spas for all your pool needs, including outdoor furniture. From pool chairs to patio furniture, Mid-State Pools and Spas carries Telescope and Polly's Island. So call or come in today to Mid-State Pools and Spas. Now open Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 1.
Welcome back to the show, Amanda, Austin. Thank you for your time today. So for our folks watching the show today, and of course all of us, I can speak for me and a lot of folks in my generation, we're getting older. I think there are probably a lot of choices out there today that people could look at and say, well, this company versus this company versus this company. Why Home Instead?
Home Instead, why Home Instead? I would say definitely Home Instead because we have the highest standard of requirements to be hired to work for us, as well as the deepest training, the extensive amount of training that we go through, the requirements that we have. We are extremely, we set a high standard, we set a high bar. We're not picky, but we're very picky. I would never ever allow someone to come into your home that I wouldn't have in my home as well, so.
And am I understanding correctly, and I don't know if this happens with every caregiver or home health, but really being able to tailor those hours or condition, whatever it is that customer needs,
Absolutely.
you guys can work and make that
as
happen.
we age, changes have a huge impact on a daily routine. So our goal is to get you with a familiar face that you're comfortable with, and within our parameters. Within, of course, people get sick, we're all human, but we try to keep that one person with you, so you're not seeing a revolving door of people coming in, coming out. Our goal is to keep that as personal and connected as possible.
And you were asking a little bit earlier about hourly and things of what we do. A 4-hour shift minimum, Amanda said that, a 4-hour shift minimum per day, which per day would be 3 days a week or 5 days a week or 7 days a week.
Okay.
Upwards into 24/7. So there's no, from us picking and choosing what you want to do or coming to say, well, this is what I need, 12-hour minimum per week to be a Home Instead client, upwards to 24/7.
Okay.
It's very simple.
Fantastic. All right, Austin, I know you're going to love this. I'm gonna throw this one on you to close with, but I want you to look at your camera and just invite people to give you guys a chance at Home Instead to take care of their loved ones.
Well, if you would put your trust in us, we would greatly appreciate it. I would love to come out and meet you. Normally, if we are signing a new client or you wanting to learn about Home Instead, I will be the one that will come out and see you first. And Amanda would be with me or come follow behind us. But if you put your trust in us, we will definitely take care of you.
Awesome. Amanda, Austin, thank you guys for being with us today,
Thank you for having
helping us make today and every day a great day for business in Dublin-Lawrence County.
Home. It's where we do the things we love with the people we love. Celebrating, sharing, living. So why should aging mean we have to leave that in the past? What if we lived tomorrow in the same place as we did yesterday? What if we stayed home instead? With help, we can. Home instead for a better what's next.